Okay, folks, so I've had a couple people ask me locally about these stake pockets that I've built. I didn't feel like buying $8 to $15 piece castings for stake pockets that are just basically decoration. I have them on my rail truck right now, and I'm making some more to go on a small flat car I'm building. So what you're generally going to need to start out with is I use a piece of 1-inch square tube. I think it's 1/8 inch wall thickness. You take the saw and you saw off one corner of it, so you have basically a channel, and saw them down to a bunch of 1 1/4 inch pieces, however many stake pockets you need. Here's the general dimensions that I've used for it, and if you need to, you can saw that with a hacksaw. It might take a while, but just a hand hacksaw. I used a vertical horizontal bandsaw, just a small jet one is what I've got. I picked it up used for $100, which I thought was an excellent investment. I've used it a lot. The next piece that you're going to need is some of these staples. This Viking brand. The size here is 141. They're exactly 1 inch. Go right around that inch tubing. Works excellent. If you wanted different sizes, you could use different inch tube and different staples and go up or down. I imagine that if you can find ones that pair up. This box of staples costs, I don't know if you can see that, but $7.95, which is about the price of one stake pocket plus less shipping. So when they come out of the box, they're a bit crooked. One spike's offset, and so I straighten them up with a couple pairs of pliers and then grind off. This tab is flattened, I think, to aid in hammering them in probably, but I grind off the sides of the tab so it's the same width as the staple itself, and then built this jig here for brazing them in. Just 4 holes drilled in there, and the placement of it, you set the pocket there, put the staples on top, and you're ready to braze. I like to braze on some fire brick here, kind of keep you safe, and works pretty good. I chose brazing because I'm comfortable with it. It's fairly inexpensive. You do need an oxyacetylene torch to do it, but I think if you don't have it, you might try soldering them. I'm not sure how well that would work, but would be interesting to know. One thing you do need to know is these are galvanized staples, so you need to do it in a very well ventilated area. Galvanized, when you heat it up, releases toxins that you should not breathe, so that as a safety precaution. This is what they look like when they're finished. This one has been brazed and wire brushed to clean up all the slag off of it. Once they're painted and installed on a car, they're very convincing. Most people that see them think that they are, in fact, castings. Of course, the more time you spend on them, the better they're going to look. This one I just kind of hurriedly made, but I'm not really too into super detailing stuff. I just kind of like a good representation of what I'm doing. Anyway, the way I attach them to a car is wooden cars. You put 4 holes into it and hammer them in there, make them undersized holes so they fit tight. If you wanted to do this on steel cars, I suppose you could drill 4 holes and just tack weld them on the opposite side where they come through. I think that would hold them quite well. This is the way I've been doing stake pockets, and works real good for me, and very inexpensive. I think they're less than probably $1 a piece by the time you get it done, and they're pretty, not very time consuming to build. It doesn't really take all that much time. So hopefully this comes in handy for someone, and there you go, inexpensive stake pocket castings.